G'day legends and welcome back to another episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Tuesday. We've got some car news to get through, some bits and pieces from scaleauto, but before we do, a word from our official news sponsor. Today's news is proudly brought to you by Slot Mods, established in 2008, makers of the finest slot car raceways in the world. Let's race. Welcome back to the episode, legends, and as always, a huge thank you to the official news sponsor, Slot Mods. Please show them some love. Their socials are linked in the channel description and, of course, this video description. And also, you can check out their apparel. Now, I'm wearing their white version. They've also got some really cool caps. These are 950, so they're really, really good quality if you don't know the 950 brand. And they've also got some really cool shirts. So if you do want to rock some of their apparel, which helps support the channel, please check them out. Their link is on their Facebook page. But let's get stuck into the news for today, and we'll kick off the car news with Team Slot, a car that I've been hanging to see, and it's now in stock, I believe, at Pendle. It is the Toyota Celica GT4 ST185 in the Rally Edition, Rally of 1993. Now, this car is full packed of detail, and I am expecting a little company called Staffs to probably release some incredible rims for this car, so check them out as well. So there's the first one, Toyota Celica GT4 JDM. We've actually got some more JDM in today's news, but it's good to see that this one is out and about at Pendle Slot. So let's check out Carrera, and they are showing off their BMW M1. I'm a huge fan of this mold. I'm a big fan of the BMW M1. I think we don't give it enough love as a race car or a car in general. Yes, it does pop up a lot in slot cars, but it really is a good looking car. But talking about Carrera, I did visit Carrera World on Monday, a bit of a revisit. I like to go there as much as I can, but this is my first time back since being in Austria. It looks incredible. I did some filming. I will try and get a video out myself, and Slot Car Dude did some racing on their track, which is really hard to film. They are big tracks, so we were self-marshalling, but I'll try and get something out to show you. But expect me to go there a fair bit, or as regularly as I can, because I'm going to try and do some stuff with Carrera behind the scenes, maybe some older reviews. So there you go, the BMW M1 from Carrera, and check out the video I'll release very soon, and Slot Car Dude's channel of us visiting Carrera World. Next up, jumping over to NSR, and we have been talking about these cars regularly, but they are now available. The Mercedes AMG, this thing is an absolute beast, looks really good in yellow. Big fan of a yellow livery, and a big fan of the AMG by Merc. But also probably my favorite out of the two is the Repsol Abarth 500. Big fan of this car. I really want one in real life. I'm going to get one of these because I love the Repsol livery, and I do like the car itself. I have seen these being raced. They run really well. Unfortunately, I missed out on the first wave, but the Repsol is now available. So if you are an NSR fan, we've got the AMG big yellow beast, and we've also got the Repsol Abarth 500 ready for you to purchase. So next up, a RevoSlot showing three beautiful liveries for the Porsche 911 GT2. Now, I'm a huge fan of this car. They've been doing it for some time now. Looks incredible. Really good liveries here. I do have a favorite. We'll start from the top. We've got the Mitsoni car number 9. Looks really good. Down to the Quadri car number 62. And I saved my favorite till last. I'm a big sucker for pink on a livery, and it is the Japan car number 2 with the Blaupunkt writing on the side. I'm also a big fan of Blaupunkt being in Austria. It should be German, but I do love that livery. So there you go, 3 more Porsche 911 GT2 liveries coming from RevoSlot. Next up, Hobby Classics with some car news. Now, this isn't new news, but this is news that I think if you are a JDM fan like myself, or you collect, or you actually want to get some of these rarer cars, well, they've put a brand new post up on their Facebook page. What am I talking about? Well, we are talking JDM, and it's the JGTC cars from back in the day, the Japan Grand Touring Car Championship cars. These are becoming quite rare and collectible now with the new wave of JDM cars, and I'm not seeing this as a fad, it's going to be a trend. These will just get more and more in price as the days go on. So if you are looking at collecting these, I'm a collector of JDM, the JGTC cars I'm definitely most interested in. Check out their website. It's a brand new post by them, but not brand new cars, so keep that in mind. But keep an eye on their website. It changes all the time. They are massive in the slot car world, and I keep saying this, and they keep popping up on the news because it is an incredible website and they're doing some really big things. And there is some more news about them in the news today, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we have some news from FlySlot. We've got 2 cars showing here, one being another BMW M1 for today's news. It's the second BMW M1 we've seen. This is the Frank Stella Art Car BMW M1. Looks incredible, the detail is really good. I'm a big fan of the FlySlot cars. If you haven't bought a Fly, probably now is a good time to get into them. They are releasing a lot of cars. And the second one, If you're a Porsche fan like me, this one's right up your alley. It's the Porsche 934 24-hour Le Mans. Good looking car. I do like the Porsche mold. I did receive one from Slot Car Union not long ago. They look incredible. Trust me, you won't be disappointed with the finish of these. So there you go, 2 cars from RevoSlot. That's 2 BMW M1s for today's episode. Which one are you gonna choose? Let me know in the comments, but we are spoiled for choice again by RevoSlot. So let's kick off slot car goodies, formerly known as parts, pieces, and everything between segment, and we'll kick off with scaleauto. Now, they had a lot of showings on their Facebook page. I have taken a handful of items to share with you on the channel, stuff that I thought we haven't seen enough of on the channel and in general, and that's organized boxes or storage boxes. We're gonna go through the photos together. The first one, they've labeled as a car box if you wanna store your cars safely. This second one is a controller box, which I believe you can store cars in there as well. Again, this is what they're labeling as, so if you want to store your controllers. Third, we've got drill bits and axles. Again, you can store whatever you want in there, but they are saying that this would be good for your drill bits and axles. We've got tires and motors ×2, so the next 2 containers, they've labeled that as tires and motors. Then moving on to the chassis box for 1/24 scale chassis. It's really good to see if you are running separate chassis for different races and you're swapping and changing, you don't have to put the whole car in there, you can just put the chassis in. Really, really cool. Last but not least, probably the most important thing is your screws and pinions. I call them, can we say jars? Now I'm good at using or reusing food jars, so whether I have honey or jam, but they're normally quite big. These are really good size, manageable to put in your slot box. So really cool to see some more items from scaleauto. There is a lot more on their page that they did post. I grabbed a handful to share with you, so go check out their Facebook page. But there's some containers for your slot box. So what's happening in the world of slot cars? Well, if you're a hobby classics, a lot. These legends are taking on so many projects. It's very exciting for us in the slot car world. They have joined forces with slot scenery scale models. What do we expect to see from them? Well, they are showing the shoulders or the track extensions, which I did show in one of my last news videos, the IME special, the Barcelona model special. Slot Pixel did show the full video, so check out his video, and of course check out the news if you missed that. And I will show a picture here of those extensions. Really, really cool. Good looking shoulders. They're also said on their page that they're of course joining forces, options and accessories for circuits, track layouts, and dioramas. So if you're just into model building, this might be up your alley as well. And of course, they've said exclusive releases. Now I'm guessing cars, there is a couple of photos of cars in the background. I did show some stills. Slot Pixels did show some videos of the cars on the stand. I don't know who's a who, but I can almost guarantee you're gonna see some cars from these guys, and exclusive and probably limited run cars, because they are saying exclusive releases. So there you go, some more news from Hobby Classics, big mover and shakers, and it's good to see what they can do with slot scenery scale models in the future. So for today's shout out goes out to Frank Peters and his YouTube channel, Slot Car Scenery. Please jump over, like, subscribe, and check him out, because I want you to help me congratulate him on reaching 1,000 subs, which in the YouTube world, it's a hard task to do. So congratulations, mate, well deserved. 1K isn't where it's gonna stop. The bloke is highly talented, so please check out his videos. And I will plug one of his latest posts. As you can see here, it looks like a model slot car track in diorama form, but this is how he goes about designing his real world tracks. Builds a nice little model which could be used as a diorama, which is incredible in its own right, but also will build a real track to suit this model itself. Would I have thought of doing that? Definitely not. Will I attempt it? Yes, next time I will try something like this, but it's now given me the confidence to maybe start trying to build some model diorama sized slot car tracks first. Can I build the real world stuff? No, I'm not talented enough. So keep an eye on his channel. Huge congratulations from me to you, mate. You know I'm a big fan of what you do. You're highly active on our page. You're a supporter of my channel, and I can only do the same back. So congratulations on the 1K sub. Check him out, subscribe, learn some really cool tricks and tips. This channel will grow very fast. So keep your eye on Frank Peters, Slot Car Scenery. So that's a wrap on today's episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Tuesday. A massive thank you to the official news sponsor, Slot Mods. Please show them some love. Visit their social links in my channel description and of course this video description. And you will find their apparel link on their Facebook page. Check them out. They are really good quality. I've just received their hats for review and checking out the quality of them. If you are a hat collector, you will recognize this sticker. good quality stuff, and they are doing some shirts too. So stay tuned to them. They are releasing some really cool quality items. Supporting them does help support the channel. And of course, if you do want to support the channel, please check out my options. If you want to be a member of the channel itself, buy me a coffee. If you want to give me some ideas, please email me. And if there's anything I can change to make this channel better, let me know. It's not just my show, it's also your show at home, and you've helped shape the channel from day one. But as always, at THATSLOTCARGUYOZ on Instagram and YouTube. Apologies, I was meant to do the giveaway announcement on Sunday. I was a little bit under the weather. I'm feeling a lot better today, so I will try and get that video done ASAP. The free giveaway, it's right there, the NSR, that's coming up. And also the free giveaway from scaleauto, which I've just noted out all the details now. But be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao. Today's news is proudly brought to you by Slot Mods, established in 2008, makers of the finest slot car raceways in the world. Let's race. Next up, we have some news from FlySlot. Now, they are showing two cars here, one being a BMW M1, another one for today's news, and this one is the Frank Stella BMW M1 art car. Looks incredible. The detail is really good. If you're not a FlySlot collector, jump on them. They look good.